Why does our fertility and our digestion shut down due to the stress response? Well, think about this, okay? You're in the forest and there is a lion that just appeared out of nowhere, okay? What is your body gonna do? You gotta get to a safe place. Are you in that imminent moment of danger going to be thinking, oh, I'm hungry, I might eat a little bit? No, there's a lion right there. Your body is shunting that blood flow to your legs to get you out, We have got to get to a safe place. Now we're in this chronic stress response and most of us don't know how to get to this safe place. How do we get to the safe place? Where is the safe place found? You'll never get to that safe place if you keep eating all these toxins and these chemicals. We have to eat the amino acids and the fatty acids. This is what our bodies are made of. This is organic chemistry. We have organic chemistry bodies. We need organic foods. Hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. This is what our foods are made of. If you're reaching for a protein powder, if you're reaching for a protein bar with a label on it with a million ingredients that you can't decipher, you're not eating real food, okay? Keep it simple. You want to complicate things. You want to be looking on the back of the label, but you're not going to become a chemist. You can't figure all this out. Our real foods are natural in whole form. Steak, eggs, fish, even those are our complete profile, right? Our animal-based proteins, even crossing over to bananas, broccolis, blueberries. These have amino acids in them as well. They just aren't in the complete form, right? So when I go to the store and I'm figuring out how much amino acids can I get for this $10, I'm always going to go for the animal-based proteins, simply because I'm battling depression and anxiety just like all of you. I'm trying to get my body into the safest state as quick as possible. The best way to do that is through the amino acids and fatty acids. Can't say it enough. That's how you get to the safe place. And the safe place is also in your circadian rhythm, right? Women, how do we get back into our menstrual cycles? We need to get back into our rhythm, into our daily circadian rhythm. In this way, we will line up with our fertility. Our bodies will secrete the gastric enzymes. It will know what times of the day that we eat. It will feel nice and relaxed and digest. We don't have proper stomach acid. We're not able to digest when we're in this fight or flight mode. And it's very interesting. I bring into this a lot of, like, my parents are kind of I came from a Catholic religious background, okay? And so there's a reason why before the meals, people take a moment to close their circuitry. They take a moment to slow down and to become thankful, because when we become thankful, when we take a moment to become present before we eat, we're putting our bodies in a safe place. We are telling our bodies it's okay to digest. That's why if you are chronically stuck in the stress response, first, start with your light cycles. Second, make sure that you are getting amino fatty acids. Third, take your time when you're eating. Take your time chewing each bite of food. Be in the present moment. Look at the food. Look at the food and take your time. We're constantly just shoveling in things, and you might have a really robust digestion. You're able to do that, and that's great. But for those of you who are having problems with your digestion, take your time with your food. Chew every bite. Feel what it feels like to chew and then to let it go down. Sit up straight. What do we always talk about? Posture. Put on your posture muscles. If you're like me and you're highly unaware when you're doing things, automate this process of posture by putting on muscle on the body. Again, that's also going to allow us to communicate with these digestive enzymes better, and things like our ghrelin, our hunger hormone, and our satiety hormone. We need to get in line with our circadian rhythm so that our body can get to this place of safety and it can digest better. Again, we're in this chronic elevated cortisol. We have this chronic elevated visceral fat, this abdominal fat. And if you have this abdominal fat, or if you consider yourself with lack of if you're out of balance with your hormones, if you consider yourself unable to digest animal protein, so this could be red meat, our bodies are robustly designed. Our stomach acid is so potent to be able to break this down so easily. If you are considering yourself, you were saying, you're listening to this and you're like, my body doesn't break down that easily. I want you to be serious with yourself. Ask yourself this question. Are my hormones in a good place? If the answer is no, then we know why you're not breaking down these foods properly. Our muscle is our largest endocrine organ. It is our largest digestive organ. As we age, we lose both muscle, ability to digest, to self-regulate with our hormones, our ability to sleep. All of this makes sense. And the other thing that just popped into my mind was proper hydration. Making sure that you're getting clean water. I add Redmond real salt, so I remineralize the water that I'm drinking with salt. Hydrochloric acid, sodium chloride. Salt is a super important part. Sodium, calcium, magnesium, potassium, super important electrolytes to keep our bodies at rest. When you are eating these mineral-dense animal protein foods, you are getting higher amounts of everything. So magnesium, calcium, potassium, higher amounts of everything, including iron, taurine, carnitine, all the essential amino acids, to be able to recreate this robust digestion in our bodies. And you're so strong. You're so strong. We're all biochemists. One of my favorite things too, so when I'm going out in the sunlight, I'm also creating these digestive enzymes, right? I'm breaking down protein. It's literally magic. When I'm fasting, I'm doing the same thing. I'm creating these digestive enzymes. I'm getting re-involved with my hunger hormone, my ghrelin. When I'm fasting, I am really feeling my gastric enzymes are being, they're coming to the surface saying, eat, I'm hungry. You don't always have to feed into that, right? When you're fasting, it's more of a mental challenge. But same thing when I'm exercising. What do you know about after you're exercising? Oh, the body is hungry. Why? Because when I move, I'm a biochemist. I am creating these enzymes. I'm creating all these biochemicals. When we do, especially strength training, especially if you're weight training, you are dumping a pharmacy of chemicals inside the body. You're dumping chemicals with no side effects, no adverse side effects. So if you're getting older, again, muscle is your best endocrine organ. If you're younger and you're my age and you're struggling with these fertility issues, these PCOS, this endometriosis, you're struggling with insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is also going to be, again, turning on this stress response. We have high cortisol. We have low ability to digest. So going back to that source with red meat too, this is why I love ground beef. It's already kind of digested. It's already cut up a bit, and it's really easy to digest. I never have issues when I'm eating this. I want to make a small note. Support the regenerative agriculture. Don't buy into this commercial farming that we have. These animals in this commercial farming facilities, they don't have the desired metabolic profile that we want. We're trying to get our metabolic profile on track. If we are choosing animals that are abused, locked away, fed grains, antibiotics, hormones, and not out in sunlight, we want these animals to be out in the sun. Why? Because our bodies need sunlight. We need sunlight for our immune function, and so do our animals. We become what we eat, so we need to be intentional about where we're getting these foods from. And guys, it's really easy. Online, I order my meat online. You can look up a farm online. They will ship it to you. They'll tell you how much room in your freezer you need. That it's regenerative farming, so you know it's coming from a good place. And so be aware. The awareness is key. You don't have to be perfect. Do I eat everything perfect all the time? No. And I'd be lying to you if I tried to say I do. But the world, we're not perfect. We are perfect, and we're perfectly imperfect. But becoming intentional about it. Be intentional about the way that you spend your money too. I'm very behind being intentional with money as well. And to mention the salt, I bought a 25-pound bag of salt, right? I'm investing in that salt. I'm always going to need it. It's a good quality. And then I drop the price per ounce of, if I was just going to buy a little bitty thing in the store, I'd be spending way more over time. So I just went and got, I'll have to do a video, show you my big bag of salt, but I just went and bought a big bag of salt because why not? Be an investor, invest in your health. Health is wealth. So if you like this video, I do have my Venmo down below if you guys want to donate. Thank you to anyone so far who has donated. I really, really appreciate it. I spent a lot of time researching, reading, and just trying to get this information together to get it out here. Sometimes I struggle with just getting in front of the camera and making the videos. But thank you so much for your support. If you have not subscribed, please do so. And if you know someone who could benefit from this information, share this video with them. And as always, good luck.